Well. The racism has arrived. In 2024, they're still talking about gender and skin color. They really are doing this. It's really insane, right? So, I'm back now. Salute to everyone that's been listening and, seeing what's going on. But hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. More live streaming coming. Probably do a live stream tomorrow, like, full-on live stream tomorrow with the visuals. Appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? So, let me hear the mic check here. Let's see. So, okay, we're good to go now. So, man, I'm hearing these stories are coming out of the threat to democracy, which is white women. I've asked this question. Are white women a threat to democracy? And every day, it's starting to prove me right when I said that. They vote for these DEI policies. These DEI policies are trash, completely trash. Their mindset doesn't make sense. They don't live in reality. They live in a fallacy. And they vote for policies that are detrimental to the country. This is what they do. They vote for transgenderism. They vote for soft on crime policies, the release of criminals after they just committed a crime. They vote for these policies. Then when they're walking around New York City, these guys come up, punch them in the face. Now they're crying foul. Again, the question becomes, are white women a threat to democracy? Let's get into the story. Dystopian white women call for Kamala. Dystopian white women for Kamala, meaning is likened to Black Mirror episode after influencer called Miss Frazzle, offers very woke advice. She cannot give me advice. She cannot. I'm just doing the story because it's content, but she can't tell me. No, she cannot give me no advice. Not to my life. A massive Zoom meeting dubbed White Women for Kamala. Just that in itself is racist. Yes. It's very racist. Why couldn't they just put women for Kamala? Very simple. Why does the skin color of a woman, why does that matter to them? Because they're racist. The Democrat Party is a party of slavery, right? A massive Zoom meeting dubbed White Women for Kamala that features some of the vice president's famous backers has been called out for a social media influencer's woke advice. White Women for Kamala, very racist name, attracted more than 164 participants, people just watching. So many that the platform struggled to meet the demand. It was headlined by likes of singer Pink, soccer star Megan Rapinoe. One of the lesser known speakers was social media influencer Ariel Fodor, who goes by the name Miss Frazzled, who some say are asking white women to bow down to people of color supporting Kamala Harris. Really? What kind of sense is this? They're so racist. They say this stuff and they don't even know they're being racist when they say this stuff. It's really crazy. BIPOC women have tapped us in as white women to step up and listen and get involved this election season. This is a really important time, and we all need to use our voices and influence for the greater good. BIPOC is an acronym that stands for Black, Indigenous, and Other People of Color. Really? Just look at this woman. This is your average, typical, regular female voter, pretty much. They're lost in the sauce. They don't even know left from right. These are the childless cat ladies. Can't get a man. They just can't get one. So they're married to the government. White women for hair is attracted. Okay, I read that part, so that's good. As white women, we need to use our privilege to make positive changes. Fodor, who largely does videos on Instagram and TikTok about early childhood education and the state of teaching, added, if you find yourself talking over or speaking for BIPOC individuals, or God forbid, correcting them, just take a beat and instead we can put our listening ears on. So do learn from the amplify. Do learn and amplify the voices of those who have been historically marginalized. He's a black man. He was historically marginalized, and use the privilege you have in order to push the systematic change. You guys been saying this for years. You guys been saying this for years with no results. Not one result. Not one. Where's the results? Oh, it's just lip service. Oh, I just kind of figured that. As white people, we have a lot to learn and unlearn. So do check your blind spots. Ma'am, you're just racist. That's just paragraph is very racist. Doesn't even make sense. One person joked that this could be from a Black Mirror episode referencing the dystopian science fiction Netflix series. And then this is another quote. Liberal white people are some of the dumbest people on the planet, and the contest isn't even close. Oh, that's what someone commented. I can't even believe that this is not a parody. I was shocked too. Photo responded with a sense of humor, posting a video on TikTok that lasted longer than a minute, without saying anything so that she could monetize viewership. White Women for Kamala is one of just a series of demographic and identity based Zoom calls being held for the vice president. Oh, and she has another one that's out there right now. But the point is, the Democrat Party is the party of racism, a racist, identity politics, classism, using women as their pawns, basically. So this is why they're going to try to use white women, liberal white women that vote for transgenderism and vote for these soft on crime policies. They vote for high inflation. They vote for illegal immigration. They vote for these policies. So, you know what I mean? It's really crazy. Organizers of Monday night's White Dude Zoom expect 100,000 attendees to join for gathering featuring appearances from actors Mark Ruffalo, Sean Austin, Mark Hamill, and Bradley Whiteford. Look, White Dude Zoom call. Like, you're just racist, man. Their skin color matters so much. You know, it's really crazy. Okay, but this is her. Everyone coming here from X, I have something to say to you. Right? Here's another one. The political network group Win with Black Women. Win with Black Women held a Zoom meeting with the same the same night that Biden dropped out, and saw the number of participants swell to more than 44,000. It featured celebratory speeches from activists, business leaders. Okay. Yeah, whatever. All I know is I got the video. So let me put this up here. Let me put this up here right quick. Like, it's just wild. Like, here it is.
Ariel Fodor, affectionately known as Mrs. Frazzle, to her combined audience
Mrs.
of
Frazzle,
5 million followers, is here to help gentle parent us through this election.
Just look at this liberal woman's facial emotions. This is like they're so fake. Everything about them is fake. Just listen to how fake they speak. Listen.
Ariel Fodor, affectionately known as
Mrs.
Frazzle, to her combined audience
they don't really mean
5 million followers, is here to help gentle parent us through this election.
Thank you.
Like,
hi, everybody. I am so honored to speak today. I am like shaking to just be among such incredible company. We are here because, as if you were here earlier, you heard
so
BIPOC women have tapped us in as white women to step up, listen, and get involved this election season.
So wait a minute. Why couldn't white women step up, listen, and get involved through previous elections? Why now? Oh, because Kamala Harris is a Black woman, a DEI hire, so now they feel obligated to step up, you know, as white women. Get the fuck out of here. You right? They're just selfish. They don't really mean any of this. They don't mean any of this. I know they don't, because you don't see the results of it.
Then This is a really important time, and we all need to use our voices and influence
Right? I think Trump 2024, I think that's an aberration. I think he should be winning the presidency. That's just my
for
opinion.
the greater good. No
Yeah.
matter who you are all influencers in some way. So tonight, I'm going to share some do's and don'ts for getting involved in politics online and navigating the
I'm going to
toxic
share some
that
do's
comes
and
with it.
don'ts.
And spoiler alert, as much
Spoiler
as
alert.
it can come from the
Like,
outside,
it's
it
fake.
can come
Everything
from
about
us
them is
too.
fake, man.
So first, don't isolate yourself.
And liberal women like her, you can't procreate with them because they're pro-abortion. They'll abort your child. Take it take it to court for government assistance. You know what I'm saying? They don't give a shit about black people. They had not what 150 years they haven't gave a shit about black people or people of color or minority. They don't give a fuck. We know they don't. The history proves they don't. They virtual signal to whoever's in office. That's all they do. They blow with the wind, left or right. That's all they do. Don't
We
do
do our
anything.
best work when we're in community together, like we are tonight.
Oh, it's
Because
sick,
the
man.
toxic feels smaller when we support each other.
Now, a liberal woman, you can have sex with her, but do not get her pregnant. Fellas out there, use a condom. Always use a condom with these liberal women. Because if you do get them pregnant, they will abort your baby. They will abort your baby. Find a woman that is family. Find a woman that, wants a family structure system, simple, complex family structure systems. I think that's more important because it will give you longevity. It will give you something long term.
But don't make it about
Women
yourself.
like this,
As white women, we need to use our privilege to make
right? They're so racist. As a white woman, we got to use our privilege to try to help black people, to try to help minorities. You haven't done it for 150 years. Why would I expect you to do it now? I don't. Number one, I think if black people are if the help for black people is gonna come, it's gonna be by black people for black people. It's not gonna be by white women for black people, Hispanic people, Aboriginal people. It is not gonna be by them. It's gonna be by the people of origin. Don't let these clowns fool you.
positive changes.
Don't let them
If
fool
you
you.
find yourself
They can't fool me.
over or speaking for BIPOC individuals, or God forbid,
Don't
correcting
speak for
them,
me.
just take a beat. And instead, we can put our listening ears on.
We can put our listening ears
You
on.
learn from and amplify the voices of those who have been historically marginalized and use the privilege you have in order to push for systemic change.
But you haven't done it in 150 years. White women don't give a fuck about black men. White women don't give a fuck about black women. You just virtual signal and say the right thing at the right time. You're afraid to say what needs to really be said. Come on, man. It's really sick. Where was she at through the George Floyd riots? I would love, where was she at? Just come out the woodwork.
As white people, we have a lot to learn and unlearn. So
They're
do
fake.
pick
Everything
the
about
bright
them is
spots.
fake.
You are responsible for your algorithm, believe it or not.
You're responsible for your algorithm. Here's another childless cat lady, right? Upset that they can't get a man. Biology is catching up with them. It's funny.
Karens for Kamala? I don't know. You will wonder who is in charge, and you will be desperate to talk to some kind of manager, and there will not be one, which honestly is still really a struggle for me.
As white women,
It's-
we are the ones
as
that
white
have
women?
privilege, of course.
Why wouldn't you just say as women? Like, what is your right? Their color is the most important thing to them.
It's a way to decenter the Eurocentric and white voices that are often at the forefront of our history books and our media.
Oh,
I am
Lord.
here tonight embracing myself in your incredible, profound white women midst.
Thank you. I feel like we all just went to collective therapy. That was so beautiful. And we need
I think we all just went to collective therapy. Look at them. Now this right here is the the childless cat ladies that vote to destroy the country. Just take a look at them. They don't care about anybody else but themselves. They virtual signal. They're racist. They're discriminatory. They say one thing, but that one thing leads to something totally different through their actions. They're fake. That's it.
And we needed that so much.
Karens for Kamala? I don't know.
You
Okay, let's move on to 3 hours ago. This was a video from our favorite white women for Kamala from August of 2021. Of course, this was her take about forcing vaccines. What an awful person. I had to record off another phone since she has taken down the ability to save her videos on her old TikTok. Okay, so here, listen to the fake woman. Listen to her. Okay, this is the same woman that said she's for historically marginalized people. Listen to her. Listen to the clown war.
America, if you can hear my voice, clap once. If you can hear my voice, clap twice. Do you know why I am here today, my friends? Lollapalooza? No, but that's a very good guess. That was very disappointing. I'm actually here because those of you who are unvaccinated, yeah, you are not welcome to play with the vaccinated friends anymore. I know.
Oh, so she's a TikTok influencer. Just someone released a video of her shaming, being discriminatory towards people that made a conscious decision not to get vaccinated. These are the same people. I told you, they don't give a fuck about black people. They don't give a about anybody. They're selfish. That's it. Listen to them again. Listen.
Vaccinated?
Hold on.
I'm actually here because those of you who are unvaccinated, yeah, you are not welcome to play with the vaccinated friends anymore. I know. And you know why that is?
Right? She deleted the video.
Don't
Just remember.
want to die. That's right. They do not want to die. So here's what we're going to do. When you get a vaccine, you're going to get a really cool card. And you can laminate it if you want. And you're going to show it to private businesses and hospitals and schools to get inside. Does that sound good? No, are you having some big feelings right now? That's okay, friends. I'll give you 2 minutes, okay? And then I'll check back. Thank you, Miss Saki. America, if you can hear my voice.
Yeah, crackpot. Okay, let's move on down. Okay, so it said, imagine telling Roosevelt and Eisenhower that these people might be in charge of the country. And I got to play the Justin Trudeau on the beach thing.
Ariel Fodor, affectionately known as Mrs. Frazzle, to her combined
Mrs.
audience of
Frazzle, right? She shamed people that didn't want to get vaccinated, then deleted the video. So now I want to show you Justin Trudeau on the beach. And I had a question. Hold on a second. This is a little bit Canadian news. So this is Justin Trudeau on the beach, right? He was on vacation with his son. So if the prime minister is on vacation, who's running the government? Think about what I'm saying. Like, if Justin Trudeau is on vacation with his son, who is running the government? Isn't he supposed to be prime minister 24/7, 7 days a week? 365 days of the year? 12 months out of the year? So he's on vacation. Who's running the government? Again, there is no government, especially in Canada.
And as you know, I work more days a week than the vast majority of Canadians. You've actually taken hundreds of vacation days last year. Sorry. You can do the math.
Right? If he's taking hundreds of days in vacations, who's running the government? Who's running the Canadian government, man? I'm still trying to figure it out. Who's running the Canadian government if this guy's on vacation? Come on, man. This is crazy.
Glenn McGregor did the math.
Oh, I figured it out a long time ago. It's the faceless, them, they, or the faceless people that we don't see. It's the faceless people that use puppets like Trudeau and Biden and Kamala Harris. Right? They use these people to push their agenda through. Right? They use these people to push the agenda through. That's what they do.
Last year pointed out how many days I work as prime minister.
If he's on vacation, who is running the government? I want to know.
It's equivalent of working every single day of the week and Saturday and not taking any day off, not any bank holidays, not 2 weeks of vacation, nothing. I work incredibly hard and I get to be dad with my kids with nothing else.
Dog, your wife left you. Wrote a book about how small your dick is. Now she's dating a man out in Ottawa. They got a bigger dick than you.
What's going on?
And this is a racist guy, too. He put on blackface. He puts on blackface and won't resign. Dog, I would never vote for you. Never.
10 minutes. And as you know,
So that's my thoughts on that. It was pretty good. I think you should ask more different questions. Right? But he's not going to answer anything, right? So let's go to AOC. This is another thing that I seen today. Goes back to the childless cat ladies. Okay, so here you go. Here's the quote of the day. Oh, this Twitter shit is funny. Or this X thing is funny. Okay, so so Vivek Ramaswamy, right? He says this whole "they're weird" argument from the Democrats is dumb and juvenile. This is a presidential election, not a high school prom queen contest. It's also a tad ironic coming from the party that preaches diversity and inclusion. Exactly. Win on policy if you can, but cut the crap, please. It's really good quote by Vivek. Yeah, AOC. This is how this right because they can't tell you that they don't have a plan for people, right? So what they do is they use the shaming language. You know what I'm saying? They try to shame you for what you believe. If you believe something different than what they believe, they try to shame you for what you believe, what your ideology is. It's really crazy. But AOC, she says, being obsessed with repressing women is goofy. Trying to watch the LGBTQ plus people do all the time. Trying to watch what LGBTQ plus people do all the time is abnormal. Punishing people who do not have biological offspring is creepy. It's an incel platform, dude. It's super weird, and people need to know, right? And if you go to the comments, they're just completely destroying her. I said in the comments earlier today, I got two impressions, but I said pretending men are women and transgenderism is normal is weird, right? Someone said LGBTQ can't reproduce. That's why they're coming for our children. They have castrated themselves, are gay and murder babies. Democrats are the party of death. And then someone put, this was the biggest one, said, have you seen your party? You have no room to chalk anyone weird, and that's their party, right? Like that's their voter base. But they're going to call you, me, people that disagree with them as incel and weird now. It's really sick. That's why I said the Democrats are a party of slavery. Right? AOC calling anyone weird is the most massive example of projection ever. She thinks men can be women and should be able to use their bathrooms. AOC has no right to lecture anyone about what is normal. She's perversive. Like, that's the point. You're telling people that, like what? Who are you to say this? It makes no sense. The left doesn't have logic. AOC, you are so sexy, but I'm still voting for Trump. Women look retarded when they have a disagreement with a man and immediately jump to incel. You're an incel. When they have a wife and kids, it's the childish equivalent to just immediately calling a woman fat if she has shitty opinions. Pride Month needs to be abolished. Okay, so that's a little bit of that. Thought it was good. I thought it was good back and forth. Okay, so there's this thing. So let's go to the childless cat ladies. I think it's the funniest quote. Because I said a few streams ago, I said, yo, man, they're married to the dogs, not married to a man. Look, childless cat lady. Look, childless cat lady and dog ladies for Harris. Right? This 40-year-old childless cat lady. Listen.
Oh, hey. As you might have heard, Donald Trump's running mate and future star of his
Oh, they're
own
upset.
radio
Look.
episode, J.D. Vance, is ruffling quite a few feathers this week.
We're effectively
He ruffled quite a few feathers. Hold on. I don't even want to play her clapback. I don't care for it. I don't care. Like, I could play it, but I don't care for it. Look what they say. Look. Look. Here's another liberal woman. Look. I'll be voting for Kamala this November. Who's with me? Childless cat lady. Can't get a man. Aging out. Not aging in. Look. There's another. They got a whole thing of childless cat ladies. Let's take a look at this.
We're effectively run in this country via the Democrats, via our corporate oligarchs, by a bunch of childless cat ladies who are miserable at their own lives and the choices that they've made, and so they want to make the rest of the country miserable too. And it's just a basic fact.
You disrespect the cat, you disrespect the family.
Oh, fuck.
We're effectively run in this country via the Democrats, via our corporate oligarchs, by a bunch of childless cat ladies who are miserable at their own lives and the choices that they've made, and so they want to make the rest of the country miserable too. And it's just a basic fact.
You disrespect the cat, you disrespect the family.
I think J.D. Vance's quote is correct. I think it's a really great quote that made him go viral saying that. But I mean, we know that. That's why they're not married to a man. Right? It's the childish cat ladies. Here's this quote.
Saying is that we're effectively run in this country via the Democrats, via our corporate oligarchs, by a bunch of childless cat ladies who are miserable at their own lives and the choices that they've made, and so they want to make the rest of the country miserable too. And it's just a basic fact. You look at Kamala Harris, Pete
Misery loves company.
Buttigieg, AOC, the entire future of the Democrats is controlled by people without children. And how does it make any sense that we've turned our country over to people who don't really have a direct stake in it? Saying is that we're effectively run. And
so okay, and then I gotta play the Donald Trump movie with no script. I think it's the greatest movie ever written. I mean, this was at Comic-Con. It's the clown of Joe Biden. But let me just play this movie. Hold on. Oh yeah, and here's a white woman kissing a Hebrew Israelite shoe. Take a listen.
Go on up. That's the line. Go ahead and vote for Kanye. You got a long list of slaves. That
was long waiting. You're so guilty. It's a black man's shoe.
Thank you.
It all go away.
I'm privileged too. Thank you. I'm privileged to do this. Thank you. Thank
Lord
you.
sees what you're doing, and He considers this a great thing to do.
Thank you.
We appreciate you. Just one more. This is the last one.
Can I have a hug too at the end?
You got to ask Cap for that. You got to ask Cap on the.
Can I have a hug too? I'm getting on my knees because I worship black men, because I have to kiss their shoes, because I have white guilt and white privilege. Fuck out of here, man. So I don't want to play this stuff, but I wanted to play the movie. Okay, here it is here. So again, earlier, I think it was last week I posted, this is the greatest movie ever written. It's the Donald Trump movie. We're all living through it. It's the greatest movie with no script. The actors are real in this story. But let's take a look at this movie. Thought it was really dope, whoever put this together. Oh, Western Lensman. Really dope movie. Take a look to watch.
I am officially running for president of the United States.
He will execute whoever he's allowed.
Threatens the foundation of our republic.
The man who wants to be a dictator.
Many tendencies like Adolf Hitler.
Impeach Donald Trump.
Donald Trump is broke and begging for money.
An indictment charging Donald J. Trump.
President Trump will surrender to authorities is destructive to democracy. He has to be eliminated.
Our resolve is unbroken and our purpose is unchanged. America's future will be bigger, better, bolder, brighter, happier, stronger, freer, greater, and more united than ever before.
So Facebook tried to ban that iconic photo, you know, the iconic photo of him raising his hand, showing strength and courage after he's just been shot in the air. Whoops. They tried to ban that photo. And yo, man, I got to give it to Donald Trump, man. He has courage. He didn't cower down. He stood up and he said, fight, fight, fight. Right? So I respect it. I do. I respect it. And I'm going to keep saying that, whether people like it or not. I respect it. It's very, history was made, man, this July. And I think it's crazy. So let me show you the Facebook censoring Donald Trump. This is how they interfere in our elections. It's really sick. Right? They don't want you to like him. They don't want to give him a chance to win. A fair chance to win. Here it is right here. Here's the article. Facebook admits it wrongly censored iconic photo of bleeding Trump pumping his fist after assassination attempt. This was an error. So they, you know, said it was an error that they censored the photo. Facebook acknowledged that it has mistakenly censored the iconic image of former President Donald Trump with his fist raised in the immediate aftermath of the July 13th assassination attempt in Pennsylvania. A post on Mark Zuckerberg's social media site by a user with the handle End Wokeness that showed the Republican presidential candidate defiantly pumping his fist in the air with blood streams down his face had initially been flagged as misinformation. The user was threatened with being deplatformed. So they say it's misinformation. Then they threaten to deplatform you. However, on Monday, Danny Lever, a spokesperson for the social network's parent company Meta, admitted that the tech giant made a mistake. Yes, this was an error, Lever wrote on X. Response to conservative influencer Charlie Kirk, who had called out Facebook for not allowing users to share the photo. I've shared it multiple times. I don't think I was censored, but they should not be doing this. Now, look what he put. Right? USA Today fact checkers the famous Trump photo, and it triggered an altered photo warning on Instagram. This must be an innocent algo mistake, right? Altered photo or video. Third-party fact checkers found a similar photo to be altered in another post. Conclusion, altered photo. It's not an altered photo, though. That's the whole point. It's not an altered photo. The awesome, iconic photo of Donald Trump raising his hand when he's just been shot in the ear. In the ear. While Secret Service jumped on him and the DEI hires, except for this lady, you know, did not cower down to put their lives on the line for the president, the former president of the United States and the front runner for the Republicans, right? He raised his hand. And the most iconic photo I have ever seen in my 35 years of living in 2024. I just, it's one of the greatest photos that I have ever seen, right? So he raised his hand, and they said it was an altered photo and video. That's lies. It's not. More information. Doctored image shows smiling Secret Service agents around Trump amid shooting. Fact checker. More altered photo video. Posts of Trump agents smiling amid assassination attempt are doctored. Facebook, man. Yeah, they said it was an error, but still, you lied once again. This is why I think X and YouTube is and Rumble are really good platforms. I'm not on Facebook like that, man. Right? But that's it. So we know about the Matthew Crooks thing. I covered that. Facebook is now censoring the iconic image of Trump's defiant fist. It is now flagged as misinformation. Could you imagine? They lied. They're lying again. They're starting this up again. So, you know, I'm on the side of truth, man. Right? Altered photo in the post that you shared. You look, it said you shared a photo July 13, 2024. Independent fact checkers reviewed a similar photo and said it was altered in a way that could mislead people. July 15. And then July 29, 2024. Facebook determined your post has the same altered photo and added a notice to the post. And then it says people who reportedly share false information. But he didn't share false information. Man. So Mark Zuckerberg, you're lying. You're lying. Right? Big Tech is trying to interfere in the election again to help Kamala Harris. We all know this is intentional election interference from Google. Truly despicable. This is Donald Trump Jr. So, you know, it's heating up, man. Very slowly but surely. It is heating up. The next thing, let me see. So there was something else here. So I covered a lot of things so far, but you know, there's a lot of things going on here. Let's see. Man, they're just complete crackpots. They lost their minds, man. 2024, they lost their minds. They're just racist. Most of them are. So this is the, yeah. This is in Miami. Members of Israel, okay. That's not viral. Okay. The Venezuela stuff is going on too. Right? This is out in Venezuela. What are you doing in the Wingstop? General manager starts hitting on you. Styrofoam cups for filming her slow service, making you wait 45 minutes for your food. I don't let these guys cook my food anyway. Hotel patron confronts Karen harassing the, I think that's concourse. NYPD versus NYPD. Oh, they arguing with each other? Listen to it.
Oh, it's crazy. I'm not being finally.
Right?
With Trump and Biden gone, we will.
So that's in Venezuela. Military. They had to put the military on the protesters in Venezuela. And, you know, America's starting to look like Venezuela. Right?
What did I do?
Right? I don't care about these niggas getting arrested, man. You want to do, right? If you can't do the crime, don't do the time. Simple. Simple and complex. So Billboard Chris is out there. Right? With his billboard doing his thing, with his tripod. Listen.
Yeah. There's an internal investigation going on right now. Because they did end up trying to charge him. The police did.
His billboard says children cannot consent to puberty blockers. He's right.
But the Crown prosecutor wouldn't approve the charge. So now I got a call about 3 or 4 weeks ago from the VPD, and they've resumed their internal. Yeah. Do you know how many calls came in? Are you kidding me?
No, we had like from all across the world.
So that assault I had in Vancouver, this woman works with the VPD, and she's telling me that thousands and thousands of calls came in from all over the world when I was assaulted that day, and they did nothing about the perpetrator.
Oh, yeah, I remember that. They did nothing because they don't care. They don't care, man. So, yeah, this is the Olympics. I don't want to cover too much of the Olympic stuff. They had some really disgusting photos, right? So I don't really want to cover it because it's no point. If you believe the Olympics is gonna get you, they're telling the truth, then I'll tell you, I ain't watching it though. I boycott the Olympics. No, thank you. No, thank you. So what's the next one? I gotta look for another one here. Let's see. So this is a rant here. This is some Toronto, so just move away. Oh my God. For the future. Motorcycle cars, hard, tired of doing like number. Yeah, flower shop, I'm not giving flower packs. Okay, there's really nothing there. Let's go to Canada. Did I not say this? Did I not say this a few months ago? What did I say? I said immigrants that come over to this country, they don't follow our laws, and they do not integrate and assimilate into our society. That's what I said, right? Now here's an article right here, 4 hours ago. Canadians becoming more sharply divided over record high immigration quotas, study half of Canadians, 51% agree immigrants need to do more to integrate into Canadian society. They don't. That's what they do. They don't even like. They don't do it. This is by the Toronto Sun. It's really crazy. Okay, let me see what it says here. Yeah, I mean, it just shows the quotas. I mean, they're not integrating into society. It's really crazy. So you come over here and you stay in enclaves. Okay, have fun. Have fun, dog. Oh, well, I guess sit there. Fine. Moving down. Can't appeal to 6. Here's another one. Right? Don't like Justin Trudeau? You're not alone. Here's why Canadians say the Prime Minister is so unpopular. It's the latest round of polling for the Star Accubus data tried to find out whether it's something Trudeau has or hasn't done, or whether it's just simply who he is. Opinion piece. Let's see if we can find that. We know Canadians don't like him, but they voted for him. So, as he always says, forget the politicians. The politicians are put there to think that you have freedom of choice. You don't have freedom of choice. You have owners. They own you. Again, here's another article. Don't like Justin Trudeau? You're not alone. Here's why Canadians say the Prime Minister is so unpopular. Okay, there he is there. Wife left him. He's on the beach getting confronted. But now Justin Trudeau's unpopularity is not a bug in Canadian politics, but a feature. A feature. It is the starting point for every conversation revolving around the Liberals' future prospects against the Conservatives in the next election. It figures large when trying to guess the lifespan of the Liberal NDP deal. How long will Jagmeet Singh and his New Democrats want to remain allied with an unpopular Prime Minister? What's less examined is the cause of the unpopularity. When voters are registering all those negative impressions with the pollsters, what exactly is that is turning them off on Trudeau? Accubus data is the latest round of polling for the Star. Took on the question. It's not the first time Accubus has probed on this issue for the Star. Back in spring of 2023, we wanted to know whether Trudeau's unpopularity was more rampant among male voters. Yes, was the answer back then. Today, the gender disparity has mostly disappeared. Men and women now feel pretty much the same about Trudeau. Breaking down the impressions of Trudeau. So very positive, somewhat positive, neutral, 16%, somewhat negative, and very negative is the really red, okay? So very positive is 7%. All respondents, right? So all respondents is 7%, somewhat positive, 17%, neutral 16%, somewhat negative, but his negative is 39%. When it goes by gender, because it's very racist, right? Of course. Men, 17%. Yo, with men, so you mean to tell me, right? Men view Justin Trudeau very negative at 41%, and women view Justin Trudeau negative as 37%. So more women are in favor of Justin Trudeau than men are. Again, women vote for these policies, right? By region, BC 39%, Alberta 52%, Ontario 41%. That's where I'm at. Atlantic is 39%. Right? Very high numbers, man. By age, so I'm in the 30 to 44 range. It's 39%, 45. So, the older the population, the more negative it is. So conservatives, how they voted in 2021. Conservatives 71% negative, liberals was 11%, and then NDP was 28%. So that's the numbers, right? Trudeau's popularity has been steadily declining. What's up, Primo? What's going on, family? What's going on, man? Been a couple weeks, man. I've been dealing with, doing some things, dealing with some stuff, making moves, all that good stuff. I'm back now. I'm going to start doing some more live streams because people really enjoy the information that I put out there, right? But I appreciate you being over here, man. Always, always, always. as we continue. As we continue. But this just goes to show you, right? I keep having this conversation with my mom, right? I'm like, the politics and like the way things are is because of the declining popularity of the figurehead, right? If people don't have faith in the figureheads of this country, they're not going to have faith in each other of the country. Like, it makes sense. It's just logic. If I don't have faith in Justin Trudeau, who's running the government, who oversees my finances, meaning taxes, when I'm spending my money on when it comes to taxing, housing, rent, cost of living, why would I have faith in the fellow Canadian when I know I'm being guided down the wrong path by someone that does not have a vision for me or my family or from my ancestry, when I've been paying taxes ever since I've been 15 years old, when I first started working. And so that has consequences. As I heard before, narratives have consequences. Again, one more time, narratives have consequences. That's the point. I'm president of Justin Trudeau since April 2022. He's at 45%. Look at his decline. He's not getting better, right? Like, his approval rating's not getting better. He's just getting worse. So he's 59% negative, 60% negative, right? Because he's having policies that people don't want. Create policies that the high majority of people want, not the minority of people don't want, or the minority of people that do want those policies. You have to create policies that the majority of Canadians or Americans, they like those policies. Like Joe Biden, Justin Trudeau, they're not creating policies that the majority of the population like. It's that simple. And by the way, I'm going to get to Kamala Harris's record in a second, but the point is, his positive rating, 36%, he's down to 24%. The last time I checked was like a couple of weeks ago, it was like 28%. Now he's gone down 4%. Look, as of July 23rd, his popularity is 24%. As of, I can't believe it. Anyway, if you want to share anything, you can share that point. Justin Trudeau's popularity, Canadians think how positive it is 24%. It's so sad. So that has consequences. It does. It has consequences, man. Okay, so that's that article. Okay, but there it is there. Now let's go to Kamala Harris's record. Okay, so let's go to it. Let's see. We're going to get to the fact. Okay, let's go DuckDuckGo first. Okay. Right. We have to have a new idea, man. I like new ideas. I love new ideas. Let's see. Maybe I could play some of the videos from X. X would probably be PBS. No. Maybe we couldn't get this. No. I'm looking for an unbiased opinion, a Time magazine. So let's go to X. Okay, that's her word salad. Okay, so Kamala was rated the most liberal senator when she was in office. This ranking has since been deleted in the true Orwellian fashion, but her record stands. But there's nothing liberal about communism, except in the sense it liberates you from your property, your freedom, in some areas is your life. Harris, who helped preside over the destruction of California, wants to take her disastrous views nationwide with the help of fellow socialist Barack Obama. The Democrats can't run from socialism's horrific track record. That's why they're trying to hide it. So let's listen to it.
You're very different in the policies that you've supported in the past. You're considered the most liberal United States senator.
So she's more liberal than Joe Biden.
Somebody said that, and it actually was Mike Pence on the debate stage. But
yeah,
there's her cackle.
Well, actually, the nonpartisan GovTrack has rated you as the most liberal senator. You supported the Green New Deal. You supported Medicare for all. You're very different.
Okay, let's go. Let's keep going. We got to find her record, though. We got to go on facts. Never lies, right? Okay, we got to go on facts. Never lies. Okay, so Marjorie Taylor Greene has some facts. Oh, yeah, that video. Oh, man. That's what it was. So so because the border's wide open, they called her the border czar. There's this crazy video that shows the lies of the border czar. Here it is right here. Okay, so we're going to go through it. Is there a different one, though? I don't know if there's a different one. I think that is the video. I think it's a minute. Is that a minute? Yeah. Okay. Hold on, let me look at it. Okay, yeah, here we go. I want to show you how the media lies to you, okay? All right, so what does that say there, right? It says media, ... after Biden, like you see how the media switches, right? 1 minute it's Biden. Okay, so Biden's in. He said he's not going to be dropping out, and he's the front runner, and then it switches. Then he drops out, and then it's Kamala Harris. So just watch how the media switches. And if you're not watching this broadcast, please hit the like button. But I want to show you the lies. This is why I say what I say, because I see the lies, and it's disgusting. Here we go.
Quote unquote border czar. Vice President Harris was not a border czar.
Meantime, Vice President and
right. So media before Biden dropped out.
border czar Kamala Harris facing some backlash.
What he said about
Media after Biden dropped out.
Harris and immigration was not true. She was never appointed border czar.
And this will be her first visit
before Biden dropped
to the U.S.-Mexico border region since she was appointed as the border czar by President Biden.
People gonna have to counter the misinformation. You already hear folks talking about the border czar. She wasn't the border czar.
President Biden tapped Kamala Harris, Vice President Kamala Harris, to be the border czar.
Now, she wasn't the border czar. That's what Republicans labeled her.
They were very critical of Kamala Harris, especially in her role as border czar.
Now what she's up against is folks lying about her border record, calling her a border czar.
Kamala Harris, who was appointed as the border czar.
The Biden team didn't declare her the border czar. They wanted her to work on kind of the root causes of immigration.
There has been so much criticism against Kamala Harris. You know, she was the border czar.
Calling her sort of the border czar, which wasn't necessarily the case.
So the border, if they weren't planning to address it in a major way, do not make her your border czar. She met with some of the Northern Triangle countries, but nothing has effectively changed.
So it just goes to show you. Right? They lie so much, man. They lie so much. Excuse me. So the point is, nobody voted for Kamala, right? Nobody, right? The 14 million people voted for Joe Biden. They didn't vote for Kamala. And so if Joe Biden dropped out and he doesn't want to go for re-election, who's running the government? It's like, it's wild, right? But we got to try to get information on her record, man. And I don't know where we're going to find that at. We got to take a look. Let me see. Let's see. We're still looking. Oh, yeah. What's her name said, oh, wait, here's a magazine. Okay, so here's a magazine here. It said, Kamala Harris destroyed San Francisco. She let illegal immigrants clear their criminal record. She's dangerously liberal. Now, here's the magazine here. You see what it says? DA lets illegals clear their records. Wow. And there's Kamala Harris right there. It says San Francisco District Attorney Kamala Harris' office on Monday defended allowing about a half dozen first-time drug offenders to clear their records by going through a job training program, even after prosecutors learned they were deportable as undocumented immigrants. But Harris's aide said they have since made changes in the program that would prevent a recurrence of instances in which illegal immigrants got their criminal records cleared by going through the Back on Track Jobs program, which trains offenders for jobs that undocumented immigrants legally would be prevented from holding. Wow. So that's a magazine cover. What's this one?
First to know the truth. In charge of stopping.
You know, there's a flashback of her on the debate.
I want to bring the conversation back to the broken criminal justice system that is disproportionately.
I think Tulsi Gabbard, in my opinion, would make a better female president. I think Tulsi Gabbard would make a better female vice president. Have you noticed I didn't say her color, her skin color, because her skin color doesn't matter. It's irrelevant. It's what her policies are. Yes? Okay.
Negatively impacting Black and brown people all across this country today. Now, Senator Harris says she's proud of her record as a prosecutor and that she'll be a prosecutor president, but I'm deeply concerned about this record. There are too many examples to cite, but she put over 1,500 people in jail for marijuana violations and then laughed about it when she was asked if she ever smoked marijuana.
Oh.
She blocked evidence. She blocked evidence that would have freed an innocent man from death row until.
She blocked evidence that would have freed an innocent man from death row? Really? So if I'm an innocent man, right? The prosecutor in my case is going to block evidence. Okay, this is crazy.
Well, the courts forced her to do so. She kept people in prison beyond their sentences to use them as cheap labor for the state of California. And she fought to keep cash bail system in place.
Right, cash bail system, right? This is what they want, do they?
For the state of California. And she fought to keep cash bail system in place that impacts poor people in the worst kind of way.
Thank you, Congresswoman. Senator Harris.
I want to bring the conversation.
Yo, Tulsi Gabbard just destroyed her. It was magnificent. Magnificent. Okay, I don't know why this woman has mask on, but I'm not going to listen to it. Here's another part.
Acting Black and brown people all across this that is disproportionately negatively impacting Black and brown people all across this country today. Now, Senator Harris says she's proud of her record as a prosecutor and that she'll be a prosecutor president, but I'm deeply concerned about this record. There are too many examples to cite, but she put over 1,500 people in jail for marijuana violations and then laughed about it when she was asked if she ever smoked marijuana. She blocked evidence. She blocked evidence that would have freed an innocent man from death row until the courts forced her to do so. She kept people in prison beyond their sentences to use them as cheap labor for the state of California. And she fought to keep cash bail system in place that impacts poor people in the worst kind of way.
Thank you, Congresswoman.
Yeah, I think Tulsi Gabbard is 1,000% correct. When you deal with facts, they can't do it. Again, here's some more information for you. Please share these videos. Kamala Harris, raised in Canada, not even California, right? Not African American, Indian and Jamaican. Political career started out of an affair with a married man. Really? Imprisoned over 2,000 Black for minority. Imprisoned over 2,000 Black for minor drug charges and held them past their release date for free county labor resource, in some respects, slave labor, descendant of Hamilton Brown, one of the largest slave owners, traders in Jamaican history. Only a Democrat can run on those credentials. And I'm just going to say alleged Kamala Harris facts. But this is what they say. And this is what they want. To be able to desire. Hold on a second.
Be the border czar. She never went anywhere near where the action at the border is.
Putting in place laws that actually allow.
Why is this? She's going to put a record up. Let's see. Okay, so 3 years ago, Kamala Harris blasted Joe Biden's record of praising and working with white supremacist senators and opposing busing.
I do not believe you are a racist. And I agree with you when you commit yourself to the importance of finding common ground. Mm-hmm. But I also believe, and it's personal, and I was actually it was hurtful to hear you talk about the reputations of two United States senators who built their reputations and career on the segregation of race in this country.
Democrats.
And it was not only that, but you also worked with them to oppose busing. And, you know, there was a little girl in California who was part of the second class to integrate her public schools. And she was bused to school every day. And that little girl was me. So I will tell you that on this subject, it cannot be an intellectual debate among Democrats. We have to take it seriously. We have to act swiftly. As Attorney General of California, I was very proud to put in place a requirement that all my special agents would wear body cameras and keep those cameras on.
Oh, Lord. It's going to get messy in the future. I wanted to play this Obama thing too. This Obama, okay. I heard this thing. I want to see. He said this quote. I can find it. I just gotta. Oh, here it is right here. So you guys tell me who's running the government in America, okay? Here's this quote by Obama. Listen to what he said.
I could make an arrangement where I had a stand-in, a front man or front woman, and they had an earpiece in, and I was just in my basement in my sweats, looking through the stuff, and then I could sort of deliver the lines, but somebody else was doing all the talking and ceremony. Wow. I'd be fine with that.
What? Why would a former president say that? Think about what he's saying. Like, I wish there was here's another part.
A third term.
Like Obama literally, like this is not AI. This is Obama really talking about a third term. When I heard this, I heard this yesterday. And I just couldn't believe he said this shit. I think it's Stephen Colbert. Look at this. Obama speaks on running for a third term. You guys got to, I don't know. Anyway, I'll play it again. Listen.
A third term. And I used to say, you know what, if I could make an arrangement where I had a stand-in, a front man or front woman, and they had an earpiece in, and I was just in my basement in my sweats, looking through the stuff, and then I could sort of deliver the lines, but somebody else was doing all the talking and ceremony.
Wow. I can't believe he said this. I can't believe Obama said that. Can't believe he said it. I know they try to disappear that clip, but I should play it one more time. Hold on, let me play it one more time. Because they try to disappear that clip. I think this is the one here. Okay, here it is again.
I could make an arrangement where
I can't believe he said this.
I had a stand-in, a front man or front woman, and they had an earpiece in, and I was just in my basement in my sweats, looking through the stuff, and then I could sort of deliver the lines, but somebody else was doing all the talking and ceremony. I'd be fine with that. I could make an arrangement
crazy, man.
where